Hi, I'm the Artsy Crafter, and today I want to show you what's inside a gingerbread house. So I've created this really fun pop-up book. I've put on the front, "This is us," room on the back for you to write a message to a loved one or put your family name. Okay, everybody's going to need 1 foot of ribbon. I'll take the ribbon off and I'll open up my little book and I'll show you what's inside my gingerbread house. So in total, you have 4 rooms to the house. And I've given you 3 templates for each of the rooms. So the first is the living room with my little cat Murray snuggled up in front of the fireplace. So that's all about the living room. Room for writing activities, you will notice. I've left you a little task to do for my cat Murray. Second room is where we hang the stockings. So more of the living room. The importance of Christmas. In the kitchen, of course, is where we gather. So you can do a little writing activity about the kitchen. And finally in the playroom, and it's where our friends and guests come to visit us at Christmas time and some of our great memories. So that's my inside the house of a gingerbread man, and I'm hoping you are absolutely going to love it. And stay tuned and I'll show you how to put it together. Okay, I think we're ready to begin putting things together. So first thing I want you to do is choose your templates. Now, I already told you I have set this up so that I'm thinking of 4 different rooms. So my whole living room scene with Murray the cat sitting on his little carpet. He's going to snuggle up to the fireplace. My cat, Murray. I'm curious, how many of you have heard him meowing throughout many of the videos I've done? I'd like you to leave a comment down in the section below that says, "I've heard him," or if you're in a classroom and 20 of you have heard him, do me a favor. Say 20 of us have heard him and tell me where you're from. So that's the first one, the living room. And then I'm thinking, as we go through the living room, we'll hang our stockings by the fireplace, choose a template for the kitchen, where we gather and why that's important. And then in the house, of course, is a playroom where we entertain our family and friends and list some of the great memories. So I chose these 4 templates. Remember, each room, I have 3 different templates for you to choose from. And then choose your front cover, back cover. That's step 1. Step number 2, I want you to color everything. And step number 3, I want you to complete any of the writing activities. All right? So it's really important to make sure that all of the work is done before we start putting this project together. So off you go. Color 4 different templates plus the front cover and back cover, and complete the writing activities, and come on back and I'll show you how to do your folds and your cuts. Okay, you're back. So it must mean you have all the coloring done and the writing activities completed for your 4 rooms. And so in this step now we're going to cut. So there's the front cover, back cover cut out. I'm going to set that aside and show you how to cut out these 4 templates. Just cut along the outside edge, making sure that you leave that tab on. So go do your cuts and come on back and I'll show you how to do your folds. Okay, you're back. So it must mean you have all of your cutting completed. I'm going to set aside 3 of those templates and I'm going to show you how to do your folds. Put the template flat on your desk in front of you. Step 1, fold the bottom left up. So all I do is carefully line up my edges, and on this perforated line I want to make a fold. Ah, he started. Did you hear him? Secondly, I want you to take this, you can see it's a diagonal line here. I want you to take it back a little bit so you can see the diagonal line and pinch on either end. And then I want you to run your finger along that diagonal line here with another good crease. Last step, the right side is going to fold over like a sandwich on the left. So again, lining up your edges as best you can. And crease right here. And the last step, I want you to take that tab now and fold it up. Put some glue on it, and that seals the first one shut. Oops, I got a little wrinkle in there. There. Okay, so the first one's done. Let me show you again. Put the template flat on your desk. Fold the bottom up, lining up your edges as carefully as possible. Fold the diagonal back. So I find the line, I pinch on both ends, and then I crease. Fold the right over to the left, lining up your edges. You must hear them now. And finally, we have a tab at the bottom. I want you to fold that up. Put some glue on it, and you can close that up. So I'm going to deal with Murray, and you glue your 4 templates closed. Okay, you're back. Now let's just double check your work. For each of the 4 templates, what you should have created basically is a left wall, a right wall, and a floor area, okay? So now I want to organize my work. So when I open my book, I want this one, the living room, to be the one I have, that I look at first. So I'm going to close it, and I'm going to put it here at the top. Actually, I'm going to put it at the bottom, okay? And so then I want this one with the stockings, because that goes with the living room. I'll put that in second spot. Then I want us to have a look at the kitchen. I'll put that here. And finally, the playroom, okay? So because that's the last one that I want to have a look at as I'm looking at my finished product, I'm going to start with this one. So I'm going to close it. Now you see I did it all the exact same way. So close it, put it flat on your desk, and we're going to glue. So run the glue around the outside edges, maybe with a little X in the middle. Take the one here that we put on top. That's the kitchen. Line up those edges perfectly. Put glue around the outside edges again. A little dab in the middle. Next, take the stockings. Line that up perfectly. And finally, I want you to place the living room on the very top of the pile. So place that down, lining up your edges. So what I want you to do next, double check your work, making sure that everything opens perfectly. So I have my living room, then I see my stockings, then I go into the kitchen, and that's followed by the playroom. Okay, so you glue this section together, and then come back and we'll actually do the cover together, okay? Okay, you're back. So it's time to put the cover on now, okay? So what I think is easiest is this. So you take your cover, line up your edges as carefully again as possible, folding at that creased line. And all we're going to do is put it around our pop-up book. So let me just see how mine goes, like this. I'm just going to close it, and I'm going to tuck it right inside that book and snug it up here on the left edge. So you have an even amount of white space as a border on your book, okay? And all I'm going to do now, like I said, nice and snug, I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to put glue here on the very top of my templates, just like I did all the other ones. So all the way around, and maybe a little bit of glue in the middle, and then I'm just going to shut the book. Okay. And turn it upside down and do the same thing here. So put glue all the way around. A little dab in the center there and pull that nice and tight and close the back cover. Okay, so I'm thinking here on the back is a great place that you can sign your name. This is us. You can put your family name there, or if you're giving it to somebody, put their name on it. And there's so many other places that you can put your name. So again, we're almost finished. Let me open this up and let's take a good look here. So when I open it up, it can sit flat on your desk, and so you can take that home with you and leave it out there as your Christmas treasure. What you're going to do for that is to go see your teacher, and your teacher is going to make sure that it's closed properly, and where the front cover meets the back cover, staying away from the edges, your teacher is going to take a single hole punch and put a hole in there. And then you can take your ribbon and put it through and tie a beautiful bow here on the end. I won't make you watch while I do that whole thing. And like I said, leave it out on your desk as a little treasure, and to take it home and to store it for next year. Or if you want to give it as a gift, then just undo that ribbon and only take one of the sections out and close your pop-up gingerbread house, and then slide that ribbon back through the back cover and tie a beautiful bow here with that ribbon that you have. Now, I'm hoping that you absolutely love This Is Us, what goes on inside the gingerbread house. And when you're doing your writing activities, you can do it in terms of, boy, I'm struggling here with this bow, aren't I? You can do it in terms of your own family or the gingerbread family. Doesn't matter. You heard Murray, so I want you to go down below. Click like. That tells me, yes, I heard that cat of yours, Debbie. And if you're a group, let me know where you're coming from. So in the comment section, tell me where you're at and how many of you heard them. All right, I hope you're loving my craft, and I'll see you soon.